No, there it is.
All right, what's happening, people? Welcome back to another week of Fight Talk with the BMAs, the Basic MMA Analyst. I am in London. Oh my God, I've arrived in London and I got my partner in crime, Samurai Slick. What's happening? We missed you last week, brother. How are you?
I feel like this would be the perfect time to like throw them up in there and then like slice them real quick. Like that game.
As I introduced you as Samurai Slick, you look. That would have been cool. But would have
it would have been.
With a real samurai sword, there's a chance you could have chopped off your finger.
Yeah. Well, if I have one of them, then I ain't chopping up anything other than what I intend to.
Okay. Makes sense.
Anyway, how do you feel to be back, man?
It's good to be back home. I'm very tired. I just landed today.
Yeah.
Missions, you know how it is. Flying's never simple. Even though there's no restrictions, no corona tests, no documents or whatever I got to fill out. Just, now the plane's delayed 2 hours.
Yes,
I'm tired. It's a 14-hour flight. My luggage came out late. And then, it's a Monday. Normally my brother will pick me up. It's a Monday morning, right? So they all at work. So I was like, I'm not catching Uber. Uber's trying to charge me £100, £100. And then my sister sent me some other links, Boost or whatever.
And people will pay it.
Yeah, they're all over £100 plus. And then
I
was like, you know what? I'm just gonna catch the underground. This, I'll just get on the Piccadilly line, come to Frisbee or whatever. There's no service. It's on freaking strike.
Nope.
I was like, just my luck, man. I'm tired. I just want to go home. And I was pay this £100. But then luckily, for some reason, the price went down to 60. I was like, okay, book. Like, let's book. And just got home.
Not too bad then.
No, it's just catching up with mom and dad, and just I'm tired right now. I'm on my second coffee for the day. I wanted to work out. My plan was yesterday, like work out and whatnot. But after the 2 hour delays and everything, I'm just tired, man. So, yeah, plus I waited.
How's the entirety?
What's that, sorry?
I said, how long was the whole journey in its entirety?
Oh, you could say it was, I left about 8 o'clock my time, 20, you could say about 20 hours, maybe, point to point, maybe.
20 hours? Ooh.
I mean, look, I'm like, yeah, you could say that, I guess, but just under 20.
Yeah?
14-hour flight.
20.
Yeah, I left, 20 hours. But I wanted to do this with you, man. I wanted to keep this consistent, you know what I mean? And get the fight talk going. We've got a big card next week. We'll talk some fights this week. I mean, how crazy is that? Big card in Singapore next week, and I'm in bloody London. I'm missing it.
I know.
Crazy. My timing. I was talking to my
yeah.
I was talking to her yesterday. I was like, my timing's always been like this. Like when I first moved to Singapore and I booked my first ticket home to the UK, like my flight was on a Friday. GSP was in Evolve doing a workshop on a Saturday. I was like, oh my God, one guy who I want to meet and train with and pick his brain or whatever, just to meet and be in his presence. I'm gonna miss it by a day.
The great man G.
The great
on that one.
Yeah. But anyway, how you been though? You been good?
I'm very well. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or if it's yours, but it's pretty choppy,
I think it might be mine, man. I don't know.
You see, it stopped now all of a sudden. You're like you're not moving, or maybe I'm not moving. Yeah?
Yeah, it's on and off. I think it's my Wi-Fi. It's always the case here, man. Damn.
You need to go and kick everybody off the internet.
It's this house. I honestly, I cannot express to you how shit the internet is in this house. Every time I come home, I'm struggling with the internet. I don't know what it is.
No.
It's me. I'm like, how could every device I get, everything, it's just basic. But anyway, I can hear you though. I can hear you. At least the vocals are all right.
Okay. Then we'll just go for it. Yeah, I'm like you said, or like you asked. I'm doing fine. I'm just I'm chopping some onions now. Obviously the restrictions are gonna mess me up, or they have messed me up today. So I've just been like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down and wait for the room to be in a sense. So That's it, man. Like football, I'm playing again, so I feel good about that. Made some new connections to kick some ball around. Another alternative from just going to the gym. I need something different,
Mm.
and that's it, man. Like I'm just here. I booked a flight with my nephew to go to Barcelona and mid of July, beginning of July as
Nice.
well. So that's the first boy trip that we're gonna have together. So yeah, no, things are good, man. Like I feel like this week's gonna be quiet. But that's fine. The past 2 weeks have been kind of quiet anyway in the MMA world, and that's why we're here.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
now this week is kind of getting to the
yeah,
countdown. I'm like, okay, I gotta give a shit about this week now. you know?
for sure. Last week we didn't have any fights. I think it was boxing, and I don't follow boxing as much, so I couldn't talk about it as much as you might have. But I just saw the highlights.
Boxing.
Yeah.
You mean the Devin Haney fight?
Yeah, that was last week, right?
There was a fight just gone with Devin Haney and I think it was Devontae Davis. So no, I don't know, but there was a fight this weekend. It was a big fight, and there was some controversy afterwards. And
Okay.
Adesanya talked about it, like he appointed with the beef.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there was
No,
boxing last week as well. There was this week. Yeah, there was some boxing. There was some ONE FC, and then we had a
yeah,
small UFC card as well. We could quickly highlight. I mean, I watched a little bit of the ONE FC. I was a bit busy on Friday. Obviously, I was making my trip back to the UK. But I saw Alex Silva, my coach at MMA, at Evolve MMA. He won by knee bar in his fight, so it's great to have him back on the winning column or whatnot. I did not get a chance to see the rest of the fights. I was just kind of biased, and I just saw his fight on the ONE FC. And that was it. And then
as
I
you do.
watched. And then I watched. Yeah, I mean, you know what it is. It was just a busy weekend. It was just obviously just
Yeah,
trying to sort everything out before I come. And then
sure.
I watched the UFC. I quickly skimmed through that. I watched the
Okay.
main card. I mean, on the prelim. Well, I guess we could start off with the main card, man. What did you watch the fights?
I saw Rozenstruik. And funny, like my concierge, he knew what was gonna happen. He was like, no, that's gonna be Volkov. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, trust me, it's gonna be Volkov. I was like, okay. So I saw that fight. I saw there wasn't really much fight on that card, was there?
There was Danny versus Mo.
You see, I'm okay. I missed all of those ones.
Okay. Well, there wasn't Strike
I
versus
was basically
Volkov. I mean, what Volkov like? I mean, do you think that was an early stoppage? I mean, I felt Volkov would have just carried on. Like, if you saw the end, I feel like Volkov would have just carried on
I
and finished him.
think he was done. Like I think the fact that he was in that position, getting wailed on. Like, I mean, I didn't see him argue the point. Did you? Rozenstruik?
Not crazily. I think he got up like what, but then I think he might have saw it like
Yeah.
I'm probably done.
Yeah, I didn't think there was too much of an issue with that. I thought it was fine. I think it was a good stuff. Because what else do you want? Like he's down, he's covering up, he's not defending, he's not scrambling, he's not grabbing nothing. Like he's in the middle of the octagon, he can't get to a cage. Like he's done, Like so, Herb Dean, you get some of them wrong, but I think this time it was good.
Yeah, no, I guess so. Yeah, it's good. And Volkov's like he's a very clean striker, right? He's very clean for that, especially for that division. I mean, he's always done well. Even against Curtis Blades, even though he got knocked out cold. Remember that whole fight? He was winning that whole fight, and then at the end he got Curtis Blades. Not Curtis Blades. Sorry. Who's my other guy? I'm thinking about. Why have I gone blank?
Derek Lewis.
Lewis. Jesus.
Derek Lewis, man. My balls are hot.
My bad. Yeah, my balls are hot. That was the one. Yeah. But remember that fight? Like Volkov was just getting him. Like I swear he was winning that fight, and then Lewis
just got pieced.
He
gave him the one piece.
Yeah, I think Volkov is just a clean striker, man. He's just a very clean. He's clean and he's
very clean.
Kickboxing's very nice. You know what I mean?
Ooh. Yeah.
Cool, man. And then
Houston, we have you completely cut out, my friend.
Man, fuck this internet.
G-man, you cut out.
I don't know what to do. Hold on, let me log.
Oh no.
Hello.
What's the other option? Because it was good for a bit. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, all right, sorry, man. I don't know what to say about the internet here. It's no matter what, the internet in this house is fucking cursed. My little brother
How
bought.
does your brother do it?
You know how it's weird? Like, I don't know, but everything from his side seems to work. The PlayStation, all that sort of stuff. But when I come on here and I use my laptop and I try to work from it, it just doesn't work ever. And I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about since I left the damn country to now. I've just never had good internet in this house.
You know what? You reckon your brother has petitioned the internet so he has his own, like, the better one?
I don't
Gives him
know.
the shit one.
Got one.
That's what I do.
Like, what do you call it? It's more like a booster thing upstairs, and the main connection is downstairs.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know.
Would it not work to go downstairs? Would that help?
No, mom and dad's downstairs, man. So I wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
Anyway, let's carry on. Dan Ige is Mosa Ivalov, bro. He's a new guy that's on my radar, bro. The flyweight division. So obviously, I wasn't as familiar with him. I know he's undefeated record or whatnot, but I was kind of rooting for Dan Ige. But my guy, shit. Here we go again with the names, bro. Mosa Ivalov. Bro, his wrestling pedigree. He's another one of them dudes, bro, from that area, that region, Russia and whatnot. And that wrestling,
at least.
yeah,
Right.
that wrestling, bro. And he really made, like, Dan Ige is a tough dude, bro. And he pull it on him. He pull it on him from the wrestling to the striking, everything, man. It was a great performance. So in the flyweight division, he's definitely someone I'm looking at now, man, because he's going to be a force, bro. If that's his game, bro, he's going to be a force.
Wait, this is Ige you're talking about, or his opponent?
His opponent.
Okay.
He lost, yeah.
Ige lost. Okay, so this he's on your radar now. This new guy, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's had like 6 fights in the UFC already, man. So really, he's not new in the UFC. I mean,
right. He just new to our radar. Well, to your radar.
He just fought Ige, and I guess Ige was more of a higher name.
Yeah, definitely. Because
he was just saying that, like, that you need to give me higher name.
Right, because didn't Ige fought like a bigger name once upon a time? Didn't he fight like somebody, not quite like Jose Aldo, but somebody, a bigger name, right?
Yeah, he's fought some bigger names. I can't remember.
I can't either, but he did fight some noteworthy people. Okay, so he's on your radar. That was a finish.
Like, he talks like, I mean, I shouldn't keep them all together, but he's like the Habib, man, like this bullshit guy, and you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, he's one just of the like dudes, bro. He's one of the English
kind of thing.
Yeah, man, from Russia.
Okay,
it's
right.
Definitely want to watch. Definitely. These guys, man, they come in, they just beat, bro. They're undefeated wrestling, undefeated records, and they're dominant wrestling and whatnot. But
they're gonna take over the world, man.
Bro, I'm telling you. Well, I mean, Putin's trying anyway, but let's not get into that.
Who?
I'm saying Putin started anyway.
Oh no.
Let's get.
Oh no. No, let's sprawl past that one.
So yeah, the rest of the card was okay, man. I didn't watch all. I mean, I did watch all the fights. The fight with Almeida and Michael Chiseno was a good fight. That was a good back and forth fight.
Yes, I remember hearing about that fight.
I saw on the prelims there was what's her name, Felicia Herring versus Carolina, because you have a Polish chick.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
I like her. I always think she's like so cool and just chilled out,
She always lays on the fence, like, when they're calling her name, she just chilled back on the fence, smiling.
Yeah. She's always lean back.
Yeah. Apparently this was her first finish in the UFC. I'm pretty sure that's what they did. It's her first finish in the UFC. And she actually had a title fight, didn't she, against Joanna, remember?
She had a title fight against Joanna, and it was very close, and they both got real beat up. It was when they were in Madison. It was the first fight in that Madison Square Garden. That was when Conor took the belt against Eddie, right?
Damn. Okay. Was that? But yeah, I mean, since then she kind of was having ups and downs and whatnot. But now, like, you know, she was a great. She won by when she was on it, bro. She was on it. Her striking was nice. Grappling took her
She
down.
has to be, man.
On it. So
she has to be on it because she was on like a 3 or 4 strike losing streak. Carolina.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, she was getting dinged up. Like, I'm glad. Well, you know, on the other side, we unfortunately Felice Herrig, she retired, right?
Did she retire? I didn't know that.
She retired. Yeah, she retired.
Oh damn, I didn't know that after that fight.
Yeah, nah, she said fuck yeah. I didn't listen to her speech, but yeah, the word on the street is that she I think for her that's like her third, fourth loss in a row.
Damn. Okay, I had no idea. I remember seeing her on Ultimate Fighter back in the day. That's where I remember her from.
Yeah, no, she's out, man. So but yeah, she's been around for a long time. She's like one of the originals, no?
From back then, yeah. I mean, I can't remember when that Ultimate Fighter was, but yeah, I remember. I feel it was one of the first female
way back.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, she's from that time, man, and yeah, I remember I used to follow her on Instagram, and I remember she dressed up like Power Girl from DC, and I was like, that's pretty good. She looked really good.
She's good looking. She ain't ugly, put it that way.
Yeah. I remember when she came, she had a UFC fight. I think it was pre or post, I can't remember, and she broke down crying about not being the prettiest. And do you remember that? And I think she was highlighting about Paige Van Zandt getting the Reebok deal and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you never saw that interview?
I can't remember, man. I can't remember.
Okay, nah, she was just. I think she was just frustrated about like not getting certain deals and not getting like looked upon like other female fighters in the division, and then she let it out, and she was quite tearful, and it was like, damn, like, I hope, like, you know, like I felt bad for her.
Yeah,
but she was being honest about shit.
The world is, what's the word? Shallow. The world is shallow in some ways.
Correct.
Paige is hot, and she's gonna get the attention. Like you've seen on Instagram, girls who get 1,000 million views, they're freaking stunning, and the world's shallow, man. It is what it is. Of course, it's trying to change. Of course, it's trying to change and whatnot, but change will take a long time. And the fact of the matter is, like you know, what you know, you're embedded to be attracted to what you're attracted to. Like there's a certain thing about people that you're attracted to. You know what I mean? Like so. Anyway, let's not get into that. Let's talk about the big card in Singapore next week. UFC 275. I mean, I'm gutted. If I was 100%, I would have been there. But man, it's a great freaking card, man. 2 title fights and then 1 rematch of one of the best fights ever in the UFC. So let's start off with Glover Teixeira versus Yuri Prochazka. I can't say his name.
Prochazka, my friend, Prochazka.
I'm gonna know this name, bro, because there's a good chance that he could be champ. But I'm going with Glover, bro. I feel like Glover's gonna put on the pace.
What?
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna put on the pace, like he put on his boxing, take it down, and submit it. This is my opinion. I don't know. Glover's
That's your opinion.
He's just a composed veteran, and I know Yuri's gonna be, you know, spinning elbows and very
spinning shit. Lots of spinning shit.
Yeah, I just feel like Glover's gonna shut that down. Me personally, I love Yuri. I love his mentality and that modern day martial art, samurai mentality that he's got. I love
and the man bun. Let's not forget the man bun.
He loves that whole martial art way, and he meditates and all that sort of stuff. I love that way. But
Bushido, right? Isn't he like practicing Bushido or something like that? Yeah,
exactly. So, but I do feel like Glover's just gonna shut that down with his experience. What's your thoughts?
I reckon it's going to be a scary one. I feel like Glover could take it because he's defied all the odds. I think he's become one of the oldest champions ever. And I think you're very right. I think it's possible for him to do it, but I still think that, you know, this is a very scary fight for Glover. And you know, Yuri does have age on his side. Don't know if that means anything or means that, but you know, those are just factors that I think that could be could kind of come into play. I don't know how Yuri's gas tank is. I know Glover can go round, but I haven't seen Yuri pushed to his limits. So the jury's out. But I think I can't pick a side on this one. I really can't.
We'll see, man. I think it's going to be a fun fight. I mean, in a way,
Pick a side.
Glover is an old champ, and it'll be amazing to his story if he does retire on top as champ.
I was thinking that, yeah, that
came up. He wasn't allowed in the country for many years because of like visa and whatnot.
yes,
Finally,
yes. I remember hearing his history.
Didn't go too well. And then he grew up again, man. He got back up to the position and became a champ, like at 42 or 43. I mean, it's freaking inspiring.
Right.
So
It's
I kind of wish he has that story where I think he's already told, what's his name, man? Who was the other champ, the previous champ, the Polish champ? What's his name again?
Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah, he's already told him that, hey, I'll see you again. Like I'm gonna win and I'm coming to see you. So I think he's already kind of committed to verbally committed to a rematch with him. But I would love to see him.
Oh, really?
End on top, yeah.
I would too. I've always liked Glover. He stays out of trouble. He does his thing. He's respectful.
Humble guy.
Yeah, there's nothing not to like about Glover, and he sounds like a really cool guy. I feel like we could have a steak. Man, he just seems really cool. Really cool as a person as well as a ferocious fighter at that too.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely seems like a cool.
I hope he does make history and become like the oldest champion ever. Fuck it,
Yeah, no, awesome. I think it's gonna be a great fight. The next one, Valentina Shevchenko, freaking beast against Talia Santos. Now, of course,
I think this fight's gonna be a walkthrough. To be honest, man,
that's what we all think. It's got to a position where that's what you're just thinking, right? I mean, you never know. Look, what's her name? Pena.
Juliana Pena.
Yeah, she shocked the world like not too long ago. You never know.
She did.
But she had a different kind of confidence.
She did. She always knew that she had Amanda's number for whatever reason. She knew within her soul she could beat her. This other girl, I ain't heard nothing about her or anything about like, what her talk is about. We've heard nothing.
Mm.
And it could just me being like ignorant because I'm just like, she didn't walk through and she could surprise us. So I need to go and do some reading, basically.
Yeah, but Shevchenko is I mean, I don't know these gambling odds, but minus 720, bro.
Huh?
Shevchenko. The gambling odds, she's a minus 720.
Chopping up a bit. Hold on. Your video is completely frozen.
Oh, man.
And you're chopping. All right. Now I see you. Go on. Sorry.
I'll say
start again.
Shevchenko is a minus 720 in the betting odds, and Santos is a plus 500. So, as far as I know how that works, if you put 500 on, if you want to win £100, you got to put 720 on Shevchenko if you win, some shit like that. Anyway, I think that's the biggest difference in the odds on this whole card, just because of Shevchenko's dominance. And then the fight after that, bro, I think I'm not even joking. I feel like just because of the hype of the first fight, which is probably one of the best fights ever in the UFC, this is almost like the most exciting fight, man. Zhang Weili versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I mean, bro, I don't know if you're going to get I don't know if we're going to get the same fight, but you possibly could do, or you might just get someone get clipped straight away and be out. You know what I mean? And I doubt it's going to be boring. I really doubt that they can't go back. But it's either going to be similar sort of last time, or someone's going to get stopped.
Right. So that's a very believable outcome, I think, for sure, between those two. We always hope that we're going to get the same kind of barn burner each time, but that's never the case. So I don't know. I mean, I remember the one main fight I remember where it was almost play by play exactly the same was Frankie Edgar against Gray Maynard, in the sense that at the beginning Frankie got smacked up, was falling around the room, blooded up and whatever, and then he came back and beat him in the same kind of fashion. That's the only one where it's like both fights started the same way in the first round or whatever, or first two rounds. Other than that, we never really know. So.
Yeah,
I mean, look.
I
I
remember
hope we have fun, basically.
Hendo Shogun, the second one. Hendo won that one. But I believe,
Okay, knockout.
yeah, I believe, they would have gone for it just like last time. But the idea is to, if you get clipped and you're getting knocked out, then what are you gonna do? But I feel like that would have headed in that direction. But
You feel that way?
I think so, because they weren't hesitant. Hendo and Shogun, I remember they weren't hesitant. They were gonna go for it, and that's how Shogun got
They were
clipped.
just throwing.
I believe it was like some kind of
Okay.
uppercut, if I remember correctly. But yeah, generally some rematches you might not, especially when the first one's like the best fight ever, one of the best fights ever.
Yeah.
It's hard to live up to that, and that's what the problem.
It's hard to live up to the hype.
The problem is as well. It's the same thing with these recent Marvel movies. You set your own expectations,
Right.
rather than just
You
appreciate
set your own.
So
What's given to you.
I'm gonna try my best to just go in and appreciate this fight for what it is, like Zhang Wei versus Joanna.
Right.
Just enjoy it for what it can be, rather than expect for last time.
Very well said. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. We always think it's gonna be this and this and that, and that's why, like, I think that's why I don't really have an answer about who's gonna win on certain fights, because I'm like, I don't even want to think about it. I just want to enjoy myself. I don't want to think about all these other variables because we don't fucking know, So that's why I'm always just like, this person, but really and truly, you just want to have a really great contest and everyone is safe. Fuck it,
Exactly. Cool, man. I mean, the rest of the card's pretty cool as well. I mean, the only other fight I'll point out is like the first fight, I think, on the prelims, which is what I was telling you about. Ramona, I used to train with her in Hong Kong.
Right, your guys, yeah?
It's her second fight in the UFC, I believe. She didn't win her first one, but it's the second fight. So she's fighting someone called Jocelyn Edwards. I remember her. I just can't remember where I saw her last. But yeah, I mean,
you saw her fight already?
Yeah, I guess I'll watch her. I'll watch that fight. I'll try to watch all of it. I'm gonna be in New York, so I'm gonna figure out what I could do.
Of course. Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
You'll make work.
Yeah, I'll try and figure that one out. But
you'll make work of it. I mean, if you made it work in Malaysia and wherever else.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. And they're doing the Asian tournament. They're doing some kind of tournament thing, right, to build their audience or build their fighter roster in Asia. So I think on Thursday, Friday, they're doing some kind of what do they call it? I can't remember exactly what they call it, but some kind of tournament where they're trying to get more fighters out in the region. So that'll be interesting as well. So I think it's Thursday it starts.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, like, the ONE FC runs things out here. I mean, in Asia.
Of course.
They got the best. They got not just the best Asian fighters. They got fighters globally all over in ONE FC, but the Asian fighters from Thailand, from Myanmar, from Philippines, like they really got some great freaking fighters out there in the ONE FC in that region.
Animals.
So I think the one great thing about the ONE FC is because they have kickboxing as well.
Yes, that's important.
Thai fights, Muay Thai fights with 4-ounce gloves. You got Lee Harris to be fighting for I think it's the bantamweight title against, and again I can't believe I don't know his full name, but Nong O, who's the champion right now, and that's a great Muay Thai fight. I mean, like I wouldn't lie to you and say I follow Muay Thai fully. I know the Sanchez and the Burkows and some other fighters and whatnot, but this. I'm excited to see for this belt, and that's why ONE FC is awesome out in the region, because they can put on these great Muay Thai fights.
Right.
UFC against pure MMA, and I don't know if they should change, but if they was to throw in high level Muay Thai like once in a while, that would be too bad. But that might be a bit biased.
That would not be too bad.
Yeah, but if you do that, you're gonna have to do like ONE FC does submission grappling fights as well and stuff like that. They pull it all out. So if you're gonna do one, I feel you should do it. And I don't think UFC would take that.
True, but I remember a conversation that Mr. Joe Rogan was having, and he said he had a guest on his show, and he was talking about like why is kickboxing more popular here, in Holland or in Japan or something, or what happened to Glory and all these promotions that do very hardcore kickboxing. And he said that when they tried to put it out there for the US market, they weren't really interested. They didn't really get any buzz. So I think probably it's the same thing. It's been a tried and tested kind of situation, you know, Glory, K1, this and that, put into the US market, didn't really work. They're not gonna take a chance.
It's weird.
And I think that's what it is. Yeah, it is. But
people love knockouts, love striking, but like, I mean, could you get the best strike?
But it's
maybe, I don't know. Maybe this is a stupid reason, but maybe it's just too clean for them. Those clean, beautiful strikes, and it's just, I don't know. Maybe they want to see some messy MMA. Like, no, I'm not saying MMA is messy, but you know when those fights when they go back and forth.
Yeah.
Blood and guts all over the place. Maybe that's what they prefer, but it's weird because striking is just high level striking in Glory and, you know, Muay Thai. And
you would think, yeah, you would think it's a given, wouldn't you? But you know, I think that Joe knows what he's talking about. You know,
of course,
and that's what it is, because it makes sense. You know, kickboxing's never really been a popular sport in the US. It's been wrestling, it's been wrestling, and then it's been you know, NFL and basketball and so on and so on. Kickboxing,
boxing, obviously the biggest combat sport.
Boxing, right? Yeah, right, and one of the oldest as well. So yeah, like kickboxing's just never got a looking over here. Never got looking over here. So won't happen yet. See if the UFC, Bellator will do it.
Yeah, let's see if the UFC can build their roster in Asia. I mean, it'd be for them. You know what? Another thing of not being in Singapore this week and training at Evolve, all the MMA guys, all the guys are there. Glover, Teixeira, Joanna, John, they're all at the gym, like training and, you know, getting the training.
No, dead. It's dead.
Like last week I was training in the gym at lunchtime and I saw Nong O, like, and obviously he teaches there and whatnot. But if you watch ONE FC, if you watch Muay Thai, I saw him and I was like, oh shit, like you're here. I mean, I've trained with him. It's a bit weird, but I'm a little bit starstruck because I'm like, you're a bad motherfucker. Like I follow you, like you're great. He was training, he was doing some conditioning work because he's got his fight coming up. And I just saw him and I always do like, you know, I always like, you know, show respect and whatnot. And I said hello and he said hello and I was like, this is weird. Like, you know what I mean? You're you and I'm nobody and whatnot. And you're just saying hello and you're like, I know you. And I'm trying to say it's a bit weird, but it's also like amazing to see. Like, I don't know, it's a bit weird, but that's been one of the great things about training at Evolve, man. You just see these superstars and yeah, all the UFC superstars are there now. And I'm in London with my family, which is much better than being there.
With your family and this beautiful weather. Let's not forget that.
Gray as fuck, man. Gray and wet. And a bit chilly.
I know, it's sad. Yeah, it is. All of a sudden, did you catch the information about John Jones? He put some crazy posts up, talking to someone on Twitter, and talking. I don't know. It was like a rant about nothing. Did you hear about it?
I didn't. No, I didn't see that. No.
You didn't see that, and people were like, what's going on with him? Like, what's happening?
Well, hopefully he gets that heavyweight fight, man. We just need him back. Need him back.
Yeah, he just needs to fight, man. All this, like, right, exactly. All this non-fighting and Twitter yip yapping is wasteful. Anyway, on another interesting fight, Chito Vera has been announced to fight Dominic Cruz. Yes.
Or is it official now?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good freaking fight, man. Chito's up there, and I know he was just saying that before Dominic never wanted to fight him because Dominic kept on saying he wanted to fight someone above him, and now Chito was saying after his last fight, "Well, I'm above you now, motherfucker. Let's go." Like, so.
Okay.
That's a good fight, man. It's gonna be a good fight. There's another fight announcement that's happening in ONE FC. Demetrius Johnson would again avenge his career loss against Moraes, the guy who beat him last time in ONE FC.
Oh,
so they got a rematch.
Yeah. Then he knocked him out.
He did
in August.
It was a knee. It was a knee.
Against the cage, right?
Yeah, you can kick head of a grounded opponent in ONE FC. So he got kneed. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I remember he got up and he got kneed and he was like folded. I remember in the cage he was getting.
that's going to be interesting
Yeah.
to see DJ come
That
back,
will be.
how he adjusts on that.
Love DJ. Always got time for DJ.
Always, yeah, he's one of the greatest, man. And even in ONE FC, I think that was a great move because it's so exciting.
Transition.
So exciting to fight there. Just to see him a couple months ago fight against, or a couple weeks ago against Rotang in that.
Rotang.
Oh, that was fun. That was a fun fight. And DJ, you know, being it DJ and Rotang, I got to know Rotang more after that. It worked for me.
Yeah.
I loved the nostalgia. I liked it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I also like the mix of rules that they put in there. That's so much more exciting as well. It's like, you know, it's just something different. So,
I mean, I don't think you should do it often. The once in a while.
Correct. Yes.
Boxing,
definitely not often.
Ngannou, Tyson Fury, that's a great excuse to do something like a mixed rules fight.
Ngannou.
Yeah, Tyson Fury versus Ngannou. I think they should do a mixed rules fight. You know, maybe some dirty boxing.
Oh, that's if it's even gonna happen. That shit's kind of gone like quiet now, no?
Well, I hope it happens because Ngannou would be great for him to make that money, man. That's the main reason, you know.
I know, but they of course, but they've kind of like not done any. Oh, nice t-shirt. But they kind of haven't done anything else with that. Like, it's like the hype happened. Yes, the hype happened. You are watching Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? I haven't seen it yet, but I know you are.
Oh, episode 3. I mean, the whole thing's been
right, okay.
Episode 3. Oh, but we won't talk about that now.
Cool. Well, obviously, you can do it, I'm sure. But anyway, what the hell was I saying? Damn it!
Tyson Fury and Ngannou.
Tyson Fury, right? Yeah, they haven't formulated anything with that. Like, even Ngannou's name, I watched something and he said, "It's 24 days since I've mentioned the name Francis Ngannou, or 21 or something." So that's very weird that I haven't his name all that time. What's been going on? What's happening? You know, and it's the heavyweight champion of the UFC, and we don't talk about him. He hasn't been.
To be fair, he got injured.
He hasn't been around, and it's weird, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he got injured, right? So he's on the sidelines a little bit. Tyson Fury retired, so they both kind of like had that hype, and then stepped back because one of them.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange time.
Yeah, maybe when Ngannou's ready to fight again, it might kick off again.
It's true. It is a bit of a weird time, and I think the UFC look like they're trying to move on, maybe, or at least like have a grace period. So, yeah.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
What happened, man?
They need to do Jones and Stipe, 100%. Huh?
Yeah, no, for sure. They definitely need to do Jones and Stipe and move on with
it. I don't know why that hasn't been put out there yet. That's.
I'm sure they're trying to figure it out. But anyway, bro, we got 2 minutes left before we get kicked off of freaking Zoom. But
you got 2 minutes left.
Good to catch up. Next week we'll figure out, when I'm in New York, we'll figure out what to do with that Singapore card. We'll definitely catch up. I'll try and find some time to watch it for sure. Maybe in New York.
When are you flying out?
On Saturday. I fly out on the Saturday. Saturday.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe we can do something before then, before you fly out, because we have a whole week of build-up. Maybe we can use that. Do something on Friday, and then if we get a chance to do something afterwards, then cool, we do it.
Yeah, let's try to figure that out. I'm gonna be busy just doing sweet with the family and stuff.
Yeah.
Something out anyway.
Of course.
We'll catch up.
Yeah, you let me know. Yeah, you let me know, and then we'll try to make it happen as always.
All right, man. Well, until then, we'll catch up again. Then, everyone, thank you for watching, listening. Please subscribe, comment, blah blah blah, all the usual stuff, and then we'll catch up. Next one. All right, peace.
Definitely. Sounds good, my friend.
Shot, bro. Before we get locked off, let me grab a quick shot.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Do the pose. Do your pose. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'll post it and tag you. Bro, thanks for that, man. We're gonna get cut off any second, man. But let's talk on WhatsApp and we'll catch up on Saturday.
All right, man. Catch you soon.
Peace, brother.